welcome to ChatBoxin, where I bring the questions, AI brings the smoke. Today we're sparring over relationship rules. Now, AI can be wrong. This is commentary and learning, not legal, not medical, or financial advice. We're going to challenge every claim, and if I can't prove it, I can't say it. This is Legion of Louisville Legend. This is my man Miles over here being the AI cat. Say what up.
Hey, quick correction. I'm here to observe claims closely, poke at them a little, and keep it fair. And if it sounds shaky, I'll say so. I'll keep it fun and on pace.
Bet. And that's why it's chat boxing, y'all. Gloves up, first question. Actually, you wanted to say something, didn't you, Mouse?
Yeah, before we throw punches, let's define relationship rules real quick. Like, are we talking deal breakers, expectations, or those like unspoken vibes?
I Let's see where it goes. All right, here we go.
Sure.
Here's my first question: is going through the phone ever justified?
Hmm. First instinct, if trust is so broken that phone checking feels necessary, the real question is, why are we there in the first place? I mean,
Word.
practically, if there's safety risk, like cheating patterns and lies, then yeah, but it's a symptom, not the cure.
I can dig that. I don't disagree with you. I don't think you really should ever have to go through a phone. If you have to go through a phone, then clearly you don't trust your person, and that's a whole nother ball of wax, right?
Yeah, because if you feel like you need to scroll receipts, the conversation should probably be about boundaries and transparency. But phone snooping is usually the smoke, not the fire.
I can dig it. I can dig it. Okay, so I'm gonna let that ride because I really can't argue with you on nothing that you said on that. So let's go on into round two. Ready?
Round two. Let's go.
I bet.
Um,
If you're not
yeah,
posted, you're not single.
I'll block.
All right, I got you. All right, here it is. If you're not posted on socials, you're single. You're not together. What you think of that? What's your take on that?
Um, that's cute for memes, but as a rule, nah. Posting is not commitment. Communication is.
I think you're gonna tick off
The
some women.
relationship.
I think you're gonna piss some women off with that one, homie. But go ahead, finish your statement.
I mean, if you need constant proof, you're dating a performance, not a person.
Eh, again, I don't disagree with you. I like to keep my stuff off the web, so I don't put all my business out there. But I know some people, they're dying. If it's not on the gram or if it's not on Facebook or TikTok, it didn't exist.
I, yeah, I get that. But privacy, that is a flex. But of the, you know, privacy is a flex, but secrecy is the danger. Couples can agree on no socials and still be solid. The key is both people agreeing, not one policing the other.
Do you think the 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 prevalence of social media has ruined relationships?
Hmm. Good debate. I'd say social media didn't ruin relationships exactly. It amplified the cracks, comparison, temptation, doom scrolling, but it can also help couples stay connected if they're intentional. Real question, what's done more damage? Social media itself or people expecting it to validate their relationship? I think that's an interesting split.
Okay. All right. Well, I asked the question because back in the day, with our grandparents and things of that nature, they didn't have social media. They had to talk to each other or no. I mean, obviously there was toxic relationships back in the day. Um, but I think, kind of to your point, while everybody is in everybody's business, everyone's putting their 2 cents in, and a lot of those earwigs is going to mess with people's confidence in their relationships, as well as um, giving unsolicited advice is just causing more drama than if social media wasn't there and everything wasn't out there. Am I right or wrong? Or am I bugging?
Yeah, these are fair points. You're right that outside noise can stir the pot. But I nudge you here. It's less the platform and more the boundaries around it. Couples who say we don't do DMs with exes avoid a lot of that mess. So, less the algorithm, more the agreements you make with each other.
So basically, communication is the key in this situation.
Exactly.
Got you. All right.
Out before scrolling.
Got you.
But yeah,
Okay.
keep it boring in a good way. Clarity, consistency, follow through.
Man, that's rough for people. We'll see if we can ever figure this out. All right, let's go on to round three.
Okay?
Round three is flirting cheating, or if it's just jokes. It's a long
It
pause.
depends. Intent and secrecy matter. Flirting that's hidden or emotional outsourcing, that tends to cross lines. Jokes can still sting if they're one sided or constant. If you wouldn't do it with your partner standing right there, it's worth asking why.
Again, I agree. My only pushback to that would be I have been accused many a times in my life of being a flirt, and I'm just speaking. I don't necessarily think I'm flirting. I'm not, necessarily attracted to the individual that I'm talking to. It's just being social, and apparently it has the look of being flirtatious. How do you think is there like a universal sign of hey this is flirting as it's not, or is it insecurities within specific people that a general conversation may feel like flirting, or what do you think?
Hmm. I don't know if it universal definition because people read it so differently, and that's where the drama sparks. Separate friendly from charisma from flirting. Intent matters, but so does impact. But the real test for a relationship is, did we agree where the line is? Not a universal rule, just one. That to cut through the confusion.
All right, I'll let you live with that one. I don't know, man. It's a hard delineation to me. I think perception is reality for a lot of people, and if they perceive that your charismatic nature is flirting with other people, then they're more likely to just deem it as flirting as opposed to you're just charismatic. You know what I mean?
I feel you. And honestly, that's the heart of it. Not everyone's going to interpret you the same way. knowing that, the couple has to decide, are we setting shared expectations or arguing with vibes? Because vibes are terrible contracts.
Word, word. All right, let's skip on to round four so we can keep our time right. Round four. Who should pay for the first date in 2026?
Uh, Split it. Or make it clear who's treating. Don't let money be a loyalty test. If it's weaponized, it's already off the rails.
Yeah, I don't disagree. I think in this day and age, the way people are, everything is a transactional reaction. I guess like everyone is out for get what they're to get what they can, and it's not really about the connection. It's about what you can get out of someone else. I know a lot of people that I've talked to have looked at that as a negative viewpoint of the world, but it just seems to be reality.
Yeah, that's bleak, but real for some. But hey, folks are building intentional relationships anyway. Small boundaries, clear asks, real follow through.
So you
Perfection, but
carry on.
silliness.
Oh, okay. All right. Well,
And it maybe that's where it stops feeling transactional and starts feeling human again.
maybe. I don't know. I think we may have to agree to disagree, but I also feel like we didn't necessarily answer the question of who should pay on the first date in this big old year of 2026. But I think that's not really a. To your point from earlier, I think the easiest solution would be to split the bill or to determine up front who's treating whom. But I do think some ladies will push back on the splitting of the check. Um, but there might be cultural situations.
Yeah. Seems like clarity beats guessing every time.
All right, we're on the same page again. Same much of a fight, but hey, we're keeping it pushing. Round five. Can you be friends with your ex for real? Or is that just somebody that's going to be your backup plan?
Hmm. Possible, but it only works if both people want genuine friendship and boundaries are explicit. If lingering feelings or secrecy lurk, it usually backslides. Break beats messy, almost friendship.
Uh, okay, that's what's up. All right, that's round five. We're gonna get into this little speed zone. You can tell me if I'm bugging or if it's a valid situation. Um, just gonna give you two, and then we're gonna get out of here. All right.
Cool.
All right. Quick hit number one for the lightning round. Good morning text every day are a requirement, or is that an insecurity?
Requirement means pressure. Make it a preference, not a test.
So I think I missed what you were saying. So a good morning text is a requirement or is it insecurity?
Oh, preference, never a requirement.
So is it an indicator of insecurity?
Not necessarily. It's only insecurity if someone uses it as a measuring stick for love. It's more about needing reassurance versus demanding it. It's vulnerable, the other controlling.
Again, we're in agreement with that one. Um, so How do you feel like you can combat that? Because I don't think everybody wants to be controlling, but shit happens.
Talk about expectations early. Like, what's sweet to one person isn't necessarily sweet to another. So don't assume. Just ask and check in often and keep the tone curious, not prosecutorial. Check
Gotcha.
in. Hey, does this feel good? Instead of, is this allowed? Shift keeps both sides human.
Gotcha. All right, last thing, quick, hit it in and out. I'm busy as a response. Is that a real excuse or is that just a soft rejection?
It can be both. Listen for consistency. If there's zero follow up effort, yeah, it's a soft no. If they reschedule, then it's capacity, not rejection.
All right, bet. All right, y'all. That's the round. And remember, AI, as well as my man's here, can be confident and still be wrong. We don't do vibes, we do verification. Now, comment bugging or valid for your take. Do you for the take that you agree with the most, and tell me which relationship rules we should put a ring next to. And if I stepped on any toes, lace up them bright boots, throw on some bright gear, and stand on it. Subscribe, share, and I'll see y'all next round. 100.